Pezinok is a city in southwestern Slovakia. It is roughly 20 kilometers northeast of Bratislava and, as of December 2014, had a population of 24,070. Pezinok lies near the Little Carpathians and thrives mainly on viticulture and agriculture, as well as on brick-making and ceramic production. History. From the second half of the 10th century until 1918, it was part of the Kingdom of Hungary. Pezinok, or at least its surroundings, was for the first time mentioned in 1208 under name Terabozan. During the next few centuries, the town changed from a mining settlement to a vineyard town. It gained status of a free royal town on the 14th of June 1647. Pezinok had its most glorious era of wealth and prosperity in the 17th and 18th centuries, when it was also one of the richest towns in the Kingdom of Hungary. Its wealth was based on production of quality wines. In the 19th century, the town slowly began to industrialize. The first sulfuric acid factory in Hungary of the known brickworks were established here. It boomed further after it was connected to railway. After breakup of Austria-Hungary in 1918–1920, the town became part of newly created Czechoslovakia. In the first half of the 20th century, it was declining. The vineyard production was declining, forcing many inhabitants to emigrate. It is growing again after the end of World War II. Geography and tourism. Pezinok lies at an altitude of 152 meters above sea level and covers an area of 72.555 square kilometers. It is located in the Danubian lowland at the foothills of the Little Carpathians, around 20 kilometers northeast of Bratislava. Another major city, Trnava, is located around 25 kilometers to the east. A ski resort is situated on the Barber mountain. The neighboring Little Carpathians offer numerous hiking paths. All of the city forests are part of the Little Carpathians protected landscape area. The Little Carpathians Museum, which is in a typical wine merchant's house in the center of the town, was undergoing a major renovation in 2008 and promises to be one of the best small museums in Slovakia. It has the biggest collection of wine presses in Central Europe. Some of them gigantic wooden affairs dating from the early 17th century. The atmospheric old cellars of the building are partly given over to an exhibition of them. But Martin Rubala, the deputy director of the museum, is keen to make the museum not just about the old but also the new. The entrance fee includes a wine tasting, accompanied by a sommelier. And the museum promises interactivity at a level unusual for Slovak museums. Visitors, for instance, as well as tasting wine, will also get the opportunity to make their own. Pezinok seems to have been investing heavily in public facilities lately. The City Museum, in a building opposite the Little Carpathians Museum, opened in 2003. It features a range of attractively presented local archaeological finds and a selection of stonework salvaged from nearby churches. Labeling, however, is in Slovak only. And at the northern end of the city centre, next to a park which once formed its landscaped grounds, is Pezinok Castle, originally a moated fortress which was later turned into a chateau for the aristocratic Palffy family. The cellars of the castle are now home to the National Wine Salon. Little Carpathians Museum is situated in Pezinok. Traditional events. February, Ethno Festival. March, Selection of the Queen of Wine. April, Wine Markets, International Competition, Exhibition and Wine Tasting. May, Ad una Corda, International Church Choir Festival. Every even year sponsorship march in support of UNICEF. June, Cebulic Theatre Festival, competition of ancient cars. July, Slovakia Matador, competition of cars driving in the mountain to the hill of Barber. July, August, promenade concerts take place as a part of cultural summer every Sunday late afternoon. Flamenco Verano Summer Flamenco School in Pezinok, August. Pezinski Pomonik, Small Carpathian Exhibition and Bourse of Minerals, Fossils and Precious Stones connected with gold washing on the streets. Dychovkivi Pricey, International Festival of Brass Music. September. Vinobrany, celebrations of wine including rich cultural program and tasting of regional specialties, food and wine, in the streets of the city center. October. Pezinski Strapek, international competition in ballroom dancing. November. St. Martin's Blessings of Wine includes tasting of Young Wine Day of Open Cellars, regional promotional wine tasting in private cellars. December. Christmas Inspirations, sale of Christmas goods including cultural program on Radnikne Square and at Old Town Hall. Demographics. According to the 2001 census, the town had 21,083 inhabitants. 96.51% of inhabitants were Slovaks, 1.21% Czechs and 0.52% Hungarians. The religious makeup was 64.83% Roman Catholics, 21.02% people with no religious affiliation, and 8.22% Lutherans. People: Jan Baril, Augustin Barta, Rastislav Blasko, Boks František PhDR, CSC, Jan Borat, Katarina Franklova, Moritz Fwurst, Gabriel Karol Professor, THDR, Grosjan, Hanasek Joseph, Joseph Ludovic Hulaby, Jamniki Feder Ing, Jamniki Otaka, Jamniki Peter, KRCME Akuta Y Stefan, Jan Kupeki, Morris Lowy, MUDR, Jan Karol Lubeck, Gustav Mali, Jurij Kozamatehov, František Mizel, JUDR, Jaroslav Minich, MLSNA Milaning, Arch, Markov Kakyan, Molnar Ludovit, Morov Sigfriedrich, Najma Jan Baptista, Nozel Vladimiring, Palfi Rudolf, Palfi Stefan, Peknik Errol, František Petrusovich, Ludovit Pitthord, Stefan Polkorab, Stefan Prokop, Ludovit Rajta, Pavel Razga, Richard Qti, Urzuka Ignaka Albert, Sabo Venata, Sandana František, Semyon Mitchell, Slobodnik Dushan, Cerna František, Stromsky František Samuel, Eugene Suchon, Stebel Andre, Stolyan Rndr, Wernhard Pavlovon, Tuma Jan, Jan Zygmundik, Julius Zarnovicki, Milan Zarnovicki, Pavel Zarnovicki. Partner towns. Pezinok has 4 partner towns: Neusiedl am See, Austria; Moson Magyarovar, Hungary; Mladá Boleslav, Czech Republic; Izola, Slovenia.